Hello, hello. I'm on my way home now. I just dropped my son off and got about 6.5 hours of driving ahead of me. Another 6.5 hours. I didn't upload for yesterday, July 5th, or for July 4th, but it was a really great couple of days. I had my son with me for the last 3 weeks, and we got to experience the 4th of July together, and this was our first one together since 2020. And yeah, I really enjoyed the visit. They say the people closest to us are our greatest teachers, and that is so true. My son really is great at just asking for what he wants. That's not something I've ever been good at. I'm practicing, I'm getting better. There's just so many things, like he talks to strangers like no problem. Which of course, good thing and bad thing, but mostly good, really, because we all have this, like, well, I don't know about all of us, but I feel that a lot of us humans nowadays, at least here in our culture in the US, struggle when it comes to interacting with strangers. We tend to, like, at least here, we all grew up being told, oh, don't talk to strangers, strangers are dangerous, and all these other messages that taught us that not to interact with people we don't know. There's so much to learn and grow through. There are many different opportunities for growth being presented all the time. And again, all the greatest lessons seem to come from the people who are closest to us, because they're the ones that we let our walls down around. They get to see the real people that we have become. And they have the opportunity to push all of our buttons. And it has been wonderful to be my new self with my child. Experience what it's like to really be present with him. And of course, old habits show up. That's always going to happen. And then I had the opportunity to practice giving myself grace. Saying, look, maybe I got frustrated when he was spinning around in the office chair over and over again, making all kinds of noise and knocking stuff over, and so I got a little frustrated, and I spoke with a little bit more harshness than was necessary, and I had the opportunity to apologize to him for that, and to catch myself doing that, and make the change. recognize it, bring love to the situation. And in that same situation, it's finding a balance or equanimity with either allowing him to do what he's doing because he's not really hurting anything, or just ask him, like speak up and ask him to stop or to change the pattern somehow, or offer him a new activity to do or a new something to fiddle with, something different, so that he can get his nervous energy out. I have so much to be proud of him for. He's 9 years old, he's strong, he's loving, he's kind, he's generous. And he's so creative. He tells stories constantly. And he's always playing with reality and playing with concepts like truth, which sometimes can be a little frustrating as well. And so it provides the opportunity again to practice patience and practice careful communication and expressing myself and giving him space to express himself. I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to have spent this time with him and to have him meet a lot of my friends and family, and for the first time, because before this we lived in other states away from all of our extended family, and it's been a really, really great trip. Great 3 weeks. Now I'm heading home, and I'm gonna my little brother is feeding the horses for me today and helping administer the medication to one of the new babies, Francisco. Maybe in the next video tomorrow or whatever I'll introduce some more of the horses and let you guys see them all. But yeah, get to head home and relax this evening. When I do get there, it'll be probably close to 11 p.m. my time. It's about 13 hours of driving altogether. Kind of depends on the number of stops we take. But yeah. I do love these long drives. They give me time to think. I can sit with YouTube videos, a lot of podcasts, audiobooks, those sorts of things. Or like now, just sit with the silence. most of it's newer music, but it's all like high vibe, new thought, change my thoughts, change my life type of stuff. I'm really enjoying it. And it's wonderful when it helps to like cement a lot of really, really affirming mantras and beautiful affirmations. And a lot of different lines come to me all the time. They fit the new life that I'm creating, that I'm living. Lines like rest and ease is productivity. That's a fun one to sit with. And it's kind of a difficult one to sit with. Especially with our society and how things go. Like, if you're not busy, you're lazy, right? But really, if you don't take any rest, which so many of us don't, we're conditioned not to, right? We don't take rest, we don't give ourselves ease. We don't do that, we can't grow. We can't create because we're not recharging ourselves. We're not giving ourselves the space to allow inspiration to flow to us. Watching this are probably well on your way as well. It's kind of how the algorithm works, right? It's the law of attraction. I'm not sure how often I'm going to do these videos. I could do them every day, just a little short thing. It's probably a good way to build a habit of content creation, or just putting it all out there. Just feel my way through it. If you appreciate what I'm sharing, like, subscribe. I don't know. It feels weird to ask people to do things like that. I would love comments, just conversation. It's one of my favorite things, the sharing of ideas. What are some things you've been working through recently in your life? What are some of the insights you've received? How has your life changed over the past few years? COVID seems to have been a pretty major catalyst for a lot of people. And I'm seeing more and more just people going into introspection and making changes in their lives, experiencing a new way of perceiving the world. Well, that's probably about good for today. I'm just going to enjoy my drive. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow.